Cody.
Damn it, Cody, I just pushed record. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for joining us at Motor Auto Australia. We've had some bad news actually over the last few days. We've had one of the riders down at Cotter when the ACT riders went out for their group ride. And although the rider's now walking and his arms are a bit better and his shoulder's a little bit better, we're actually going to be doing a revamp on his bike. But I'm joined here with Jesse, because unfortunately Jesse's the one that went down. We're going to have a chat to him about what actually happened in the accident, and moving forward, what are we going to do to his bike. So stay tuned, and we'll have a chat soon. Jesse, thanks for joining us today.
G'day guys, how are you?
Now, I heard you had a fall.
Yeah, I had.
Tell us all about it. What happened?
Mate, I was third ride on the bike after doing a bit of a, work on it, getting it back on the road and bringing it up to scratch. And yeah, I sort of decided to go for a little bit of a squirt up through the Cotter and went out on my own just so I wasn't caught up in a bit of a group situation. And yeah, I was coming back down to sort of meet up with everyone and have a bit of a chat, and lined myself up beautifully for this corner, and halfway through it I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know whether I hit some gravel or whether it was just a condition of the tyres because I hadn't changed them, which I wanted to do. Yeah, I was lining up this right-hander beautifully, about 50-55k an hour, and yeah, the first thing I knew was I lost my front wheel and down I went. Caught me arm on the ground pretty bad. Did some damage to the ligaments and what have you in my shoulder.
Which arm was that?
My right arm.
You got some grazes on your...
Yeah, come down on the elbow
hell.
there, and a bit of damage to the shoulder. She's been an interesting week. I did a 16.5-hour day in the truck the day after I come off. So that wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. But yeah, now I'm going to sort of start tearing into the bike because my lovely housemate who went to pick it up, and you're going to hear this phrase a few times, damn it, Cody.
We may even get some stickers going with that, guys, so stay tuned on that one.
Yeah, that could be an interesting one. He all the best intentions in the world, but he's tried to start it and there's a hole in one of the engine cases, so I could have some interesting metal shavings throughout my cylinder heads. So yeah, now it's time to start tearing down and seeing what's in there and rebuilding and be back out on the road hopefully soon enough.
Yeah, so today's goal is we're going to pull off a couple of cases and have a look in the internals.
Yeah,
try and hand start it, or manually turn it, or
yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off the crank casing and also the other casing that has a hole in it. I'm going to check for metal shavings and things like that in there, and then I'm going to try and hand crank it just to see if the engine has been seized or not. If it has, then it's full on tear down, pull the engine out the bike, tear it down to its bare bones, and probably have to give it a bore out and set a new pistons and the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah. So guys, if you guys have ever done that to your bike, had to redo the engine, or there's been an accident, you've had to do stuff like what we're doing today, leave a comment down below of what you've done, what you found, what you thought was good, where you sourced parts from. We are talking about a Kawasaki Ninja ZX9.
Yeah, 99 model ZX9.
99. So, guys, if you have any ideas, send us a post. Let us know. Maybe you guys can help us out. So stay tuned, because shortly we're going to start pulling apart bits and pieces on the bike, and we'll go from there. Thanks, Jesse.
All good.
Alright, guys, so as you can see in the accident, on the right-hand side of the bike, it's scraped part of the engine right there and right there. And if you have a look right by that bolt, you will see that there is a bit of a hole there where all the oil leaked out. So what we're about to do now is take those covers off. We want to actually check inside to make sure there's no metal shavings, because the engine did get started for about 10 seconds after the accident. So, and that's without us knowing that hole was there. So we'll stay tuned. We're just going to check that out right now.
be the first issue.
What's that?
We've flattened a bolt out.
Ah.
A few moments later.
So why did you start it? Jesus Christ. You know, I think we might be on a fucking winner. That.
Put your fingers in it.
It's good and it's scary that it's like that.
What are you seeing? What do you think?
Hoping it's not what I think it may be, and might be engine filings in there.
Got any cotton buds?
No, it's the oil's looking very clear at the moment. If there was going to be any engine filings, we would have seen them pretty quickly in there.
Yeah, and normally you'd see it on the back of this as well.
Yeah.
But
being that's where the hole is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see up in this little corner up in here. That's where the engine casing was filed off from when I've dropped it on the right hand side there.
Yeah.
So it would have been pretty evident in around here if I'd had engine filings.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it was started, it wouldn't have actually sucked the filings up from there. So I'm pretty confident that we're actually on a bit of a winner here and we might be okay. It might be just replace these cases, replace the fairings.
And see how we go.
Chuck some fluid in it and give it some love.
So we're going to take off that next case now, are we?
Yeah, I want to take off the crank casing here just for the fact of that it was started up after the crash.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to just be able to crank it over by hand, make sure the engine's not seized, and also just to make sure that everything's moving the way it should. I know it was only a fairly low amount of Ks, but just the fact that I've never actually had this off myself and I don't know what the internals are exactly like, I want to be sure and I want to go right into it.
Excellent. And it'll be same socket as well, so?
Yeah, same size. My issue is going to be this here. But at the same time, that's not really an issue because I can pull that off out the way.